As part of events to mark African Border Day, Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire jointly planted trees along the banks of the heavily polluted Tano River to provide shade and protection for the river, which serves as a natural international boundary line. The tree planting exercise was jointly done at Elubo on the Ghana side to mark the Green Ghana Day initiative. Addressing the press after the exercise, the Western Regional Minister, Kwabena Otridako, stated that Ghana is on high alert to deter any insurgency along its land borders. According to him, nothing will disrupt the peace Ghana and its neighbors enjoy, and an activity such as this only goes a long way to enforce security and peaceful coexistence.
Tree planting is key to national regeneration. In fact, if you look at where we are standing today, it's just a river that divides our country, both the western part of Ghana and the Ivory Coast. And therefore, if the river is our source of life, then naturally it is very important that we plant trees along this river body so that we can protect the river in its own way, whilst we are providing security and making sure that borders do not become a source of conflict, but rather a source of prosperity. We will be in good stead in celebrating the Border Day and the greening project, such that our two countries can grow together both in prosperity and in security. We are all aware that recently the Ministry of National Security had made it clear that there is suspicion that some people might misbehave in this country. And therefore today we'll talk about see something and say something. And therefore, if we are celebrating the Border Day, which has been a major source of worry for cross-border insurgency, it is very important that we celebrate this day so that everybody in Ghana will know that we are also on alert. And we use the opportunity also to inform ourselves to be on alert to protect our countries.
Meanwhile, a deba was held across the border at Noé in Côte d'Ivoire to commemorate the African Border Day under the theme Challenges of Cross-Border Cooperation and Management of Shared Resources. The African Border Day is a day set aside by the African Union to celebrate the existence and significance of borders to promote continental integration in Africa. The Western Regional Minister, Kwabena Otridako, called on the government of the Republic of Côte d'Ivoire to open its land borders to promote trade.
We must make conscious effort to transform how we have viewed borders over the years, not as a restriction, but as opportunities towards unity, integration, and shared development. It is on this note that our people on the Ghana side of the border want me to convey to our brothers, ministers, and presidents of the Republic of Ghana that now that the Ghana side of the border has been opened, we believe that you also open your side of the border.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Boundary Commission, Major General Emmanuel Kotia, in his address commended his counterparts in Côte d'Ivoire for the cooperation over the years. He stressed the need for both countries to appropriately reaffirm international boundary lines to enforce the sovereignty of each country from terrorist cells, armed gangs, as well as become entry routes for trafficking of illegal arms, humans, and other commodities.
The relationship between Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire, so far as our boundaries are concerned, is very significant. Ghana shares 667-kilometer land boundary with Côte d'Ivoire. We also share a common maritime boundary. Since March this year, Ghana and the Côte d'Ivoire Boundary Commission held a series of meetings, and the maiden meeting was at the beginning of March. And both commissions have agreed to establish joint land boundary committee for harmonization and peaceful redemarcation of land boundaries, establishment of a joint maritime committee for the implementation of any decision on maritime boundary agreement between the two countries, And then we've also agreed to come out with a framework for the implementation of the ICLU's ruling and other initiatives so far as this arrangement is concerned.
The commander of the Elubo Immigration Command, Assistant Commissioner Joshua Kreku, explained to Citi News some of the challenges faced by immigration personnel along the unauthorized routes Ghana's western border.
Now that the border is closed, people are compelled to use any other route, including crossing the water. For me, I think they don't like it that way. So I believe that when the border is opened, we will have less people getting convinced to use the unapproved route, which is the water. We have to man there 24 hours, day and night. The challenge that we have most is in the night, especially when officers are deployed and they don't have any form of protection. Anything can happen to them. So that's where we pray that at least when they are going on patrols in the night, they will have some form of arms.
The special advisor to the Ivorian Prime Minister, Dauda Ouattara, spoke in French and expressed worry about the continuous pollution of the Tano River, which serves both countries. He called for cooperation to deal with the menace. This was interpreted in English.
Both
countries to deepen their collaboration. The collaborations that goes beyond just celebration, collaboration in terms of the resources we share, collaboration in terms of security, collaboration in terms of trade and other important activities that bring both countries together. We need to put our efforts together to deal with activities, especially illegal mining activities that destroy our water bodies. I know you are all aware that we share a lot of common resources, notably river water bodies. So we need to put our efforts together so that we can combat this illegal mining. For us to be able to protect the life of our people.
Both countries are hoping to foster unity and enforce security and to make sure that our borders are safe, most especially border communities are well protected, and residents and citizens living in both countries are actually given the right space to live, cooperate and coexist as one family. Reporting from the Côte d'Ivoire border here, my name is Fred Duho.